What's up, gamers? If you've been watching the channel, you've probably noticed a conspicuous absence of this guy, the Frugal Fighter, for the last couple of months. And I actually wanted to just set a bit of time aside and talk about exactly what is going on there. So, basically, I messed up. I'm not going to lie here. Definitely not the best handling from me. So a couple of months ago, we were just done with the second season of Zero to Hero, and I really wanted to get back into it and come up with some new things and come up with some new ideas. I was going to bring in Darren's as well, have a bit of a competitive element going on there as well, get this guild going, all that kind of stuff. And, that really was actually a good faith attempt to come up with this, but not going to lie, I certainly messed up a little bit here. I really wanted to get back in there, get that content going, but unfortunately, I really wasn't in a position, and I should have known better, if I'm being honest here. There was a lot going on for me. In fact, you may have well noticed that I haven't really been around on the internet nearly as much as I normally am, actually, over the past kind of 6 months even, to be honest with you there. And that was kind of part of that motivation, right? Like, I'd been taking a bit of a break. I wasn't doing as much. I had a lot of stuff going on in real life and some kind of restructuring happening in my life. And that's why I wanted to get back into it and do Season 3 of Zero to Hero. And ultimately, that's kind of why it didn't really work out. I simply wasn't in a position to really make that happen. And, in retrospect, that was honestly obvious at the time, and it was kind of a very hasty, rushed effort to get back into it. But okay, time has now passed and things have changed, and I think we are actually back in business. And I do mean that as well, and I do want to say sorry actually to all of the viewers who were excited about this stuff, and definitely to Darren's as well, who was actually really putting in a lot of effort, and I kind of left him in the lurch there. But now we're ready to go. We're ready to pump. I actually have a clear plan, and I think, again, I'm now in a position where I can actually execute this stuff. At the end of the day, one of the reasons why I haven't kind of started to do a little bit on this series is because when I was going to make this video, which is now, by the way, I wanted to make sure that I'm absolutely certain I can deliver on what I intend to do, what I say I'm going to do. And of course, what a lot of you lot out there are looking for, and I now am in that state. I am completely confident that I have the ability to actually do the stuff that I want to do and kind of get going on this account, playing through this account again in the run-up to Janthea Wilds. And, I have a couple of focuses, and funnily enough, all the stuff I talked about in the Season 3 kind of introductory video, I do actually want to do that at some point. But that is kind of a long-term goal. I want to say I really do want to kind of bring that competitive element, that kind of guild excitement element into it. And we will be doing the guild stuff, actually, but that kind of extra meta element, that's really high effort. And I want to get it right. I want to do proper planning. And again, similar to this, right, when I've been thinking about this for a while now, for the past couple of months, and trying to get myself in, into the right position, right, like reorganizing my life a little bit to make this happen, make this sustainable. I want to do the same for the kind of meta elements that were talked about in Season 3. So who knows, maybe that's Season 4, right, of Zero to Hero. But anyway, so let's actually talk about what's going on with Zero to Hero, with the Frugal Fighter. So I thought that a really good thing to do was, because I've kind of got to the point where this character, well, I mean, the guild tag says it all. He's a bit of a hero, right? We've got everything. We've got all of our farming. We've got all of the content unlocked, all that kind of wonderful stuff. We're ready to go, right? We can, the world of Tyria is very much our oyster. So I thought we could do a couple of things on the show. So first of all, we're going to do a bunch of preparation for Janthea Wilds. That's coming up, and I'll be playing on this account a fair bit, getting these YouTube videos out to all of you guys, doing some of the things that I kind of normally do before an expansion. We can work on our home instance, right, because the home instance is getting a bit of a revamp with homesteads, all kind of fun stuff, like some little goals, right, to go after, all that kind of wonderful stuff. Go for a legendary spear. I think I'm going to go for a core Tyria map completion. We're going to use some crazy marker packs, right, to get over there and brace ourselves for the hearts that we have to do to get through the open world there as well. So let's get a legendary spear as well, just for fun, because we're going to want that going into the expansion for all the new spears, all these wonderful characters as well. I am going to be doing the guild stuff as well. And actually, one thing that I'm going to be doing kind of at the end of this video is actually opening the mail here, because of course I basically said, hey, send me a message if you want to join the guild. And then I basically didn't log into the account for 3 months, which is a little bit, maybe not the play there. No, I'll definitely throw everyone here an invite to the guild, of course, and see if they're, still in the mix there. And of course, if you want to get in on the action, well, that's also a possibility, okay? We can make that happen. Maybe I just invite everyone, okay? Maybe everyone's invited to the party, but I'm going to go ahead and do that kind of at the end of this video. But to talk about some of the other things I want to do, I definitely want to get this going. We're going to do all of the meta train stuff. I'm going to show you guys how to farm, how to get some, get rich. We'll play some world versus world together, just some casual fun, right? Like while we're going into the expansion and through the expansion too. I'm certainly not going to have enough time to grind out every single home instance node before then. Some of those are expensive, let me tell you. So we'll have that going through Janathir Wilds into that stuff. But I thought what would be really good, actually, is I can do kind of a segment on the series, or kind of like little episodes in this series about questions that you guys have, right? I've gone through a lot of the kind of, I guess, the common tasks that players go for, like legendaries, getting gear, right, making gold, all that kind of stuff. And I'd actually love to open this up to the audience. This is probably going to be kind of some of the bread and butter content for Zero to Hero actually going forwards, at least for the foreseeable future, is I will solve your problems. There you go. That's boom, there's the headline right there. So yeah, you can go ahead and if you've got a comment or a question that, like, how do I do this? Like, what's the best way to go about doing this? Or like anything like that, right? Like, about gearing, about progression, about like learning content, right? I'm definitely interested in like, how do I get into raids? How do I get into PvP? How do I do this? How do I do that? I think these are all really great questions. I'd love to actually have the opportunity to answer some of those, through the series, right? I think that, I'm a big guide enjoyer, of course, but something about the Zero to Hero that I've always really liked is that it's kind of, I can teach something, I can show something by doing it, right? And I think that actually makes it kind of easy to absorb, right? Like one of the things that I wanted to do with Zero to Hero was to show, not tell, right? I don't want to just tell you, oh yeah, go do X, Y, Z. I'll show you it, right? And how I go about it, and kind of have that kind of train of thought going, that thought process of how I approach some of these things when I'm playing, when I'm playing Guild Wars 2 with all of the, too many hours of game knowledge that I've got there. So that's definitely something that I want to do. We're going to be doing that over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. So yeah, please, like, leave your comments below this YouTube video. Let me know what questions you might have. What problem would you like the Frugal Fighter to solve for you? How are we getting it done? It can really be anything, by the way. You can ask me anything about the game, any game mode, anything really. I'm looking forward to what people actually come up with. I want to hear some like real wacky questions, really push me out of my comfort zone. I want to go like, whoa, I don't know how to do that. And we'll have to figure it out. I think that will be really, really fun as well. But I think that, if you have any questions about what I even mean by that, also feel free, because this is an unscripted video. I really wanted to have, little fireside chat, little, cozy video here. So it's going to be a little bit rambly, a little bit messy, of course. So if there's any clarity needed, I'm happy to try and do that with what's going on here with the show there as well. And another thing here as well that I want to bring up actually is that we are going to be doing regular streams as well. That will be viewable on Twitch and of course here on YouTube. And one thing that's really cool actually, since I started multi-streaming, right, I've been streaming on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, you'll be able to watch all the VODs, right? They'll be automatically stored. So Zero Day Hero, of course, was edited, and we do actually still have the raw footage lying around somewhere. It's not gone, by the way. It's just not publicly available because VODs on Twitch, they only stick around for 2 months. Yeah, then they get deleted. But now on YouTube, you'll actually be able to watch the entire thing, right? And you can go back and go to the live channel. I'll probably throw together a playlist as well of all of the stream VODs where I play through on the Zero Day Hero account. You can go ahead and take a look at those, so you can see the the actual full process, right, of what we do, and all of it is going to be basically on stream. I'll probably do a bit off stream, like if I'm not going like, oh, do I really have to stream daily tier 4 fractals? I mean, I don't know. Do you guys really want to see another run of those? Okay, I'm not sure about that one, right? But we'll do all that kind of good stuff there as well. In that regard. With that, so yeah, stay tuned. And yeah, we're going to be doing this regularly. And again, like I said, I'm really focused on making this sustainable, making this something that I can actually deliver on. I really, really do not like when I say I'm going to do something and then that thing does not happen. And that's exactly what happened with Season 3 of Zero to Hero. And again, that's why I have kind of been patient with this one. I've been cooking. I've been stirring my cauldron of content, ready to go here. And now, again, like I said previously, I'm very confident that we're going to be able to get this done and actually do the show, do the Frugal Fighter, do the gaming, and of course, help all of you become microtransaction enjoyers. Love to see that. Very cool stuff. But anyway, I think that kind of sums it up, actually. And of course, you know, I will actually say one thing as well. If you have any other ideas, like kind of like directions we could go, I'm actually very interested in hearing what people have to say. I know I kind of already said that with, like, you know, the audience gives me things to solve and ask me questions, right? Like, you know, but if you have any kind of other meta ideas, I'd definitely be really interested to hear what people have to say about that. You know, this is not a dictatorship, you know, well, actually it is, but, you know, let's forget that for a moment. But anyway, I will now read some of these messages. I actually have no idea how many of these there are. Like, this guy is bribing me with 69 copper to get invited to the guild. But let's go ahead and leap on into this. I think I'm going to have to go and actually expand the guild roster as well to invite everyone. But here we go. So let's take a look. We have a message here from Matthew Scorch Spirit about the guild. And this is kind of like, these messages are going to have jokes in them because I basically said the trial to get invited to the guild is to entertain me in some way. So let's see if this guy passes the trial. And I will actually say, before we kind of get into these messages, if this is any of you, right, if you're watching this video, I actually want to say thank you so much for actually writing these messages. You know, it's one of the things that I really treasure, actually, as a content creator, is interacting with you, the viewer, right? You know, all the kind of crazy dialogue we have in Twitch chat, like reading YouTube comments and stuff like that. And of course, the in-game interactions as well. It's actually funny. So like when I logged into this account, you know, I was immediately messaged by someone who was kind of asking about like what I'm up to and all that kind of stuff. And you know, this stuff, it's really magical to me. It's like why I'm here. It's why I'm on camera now. It's because I love this stuff. You know, I like to make things that you find interesting. And, you know, this is why I like not only the live video format, but of course, also the YouTube format with comments as well, is because these interactions are, you know, what really make it interesting to me. Like why I keep going back for more. Right, I need more YouTube comments. You know, I need more Twitch chat lunatics going crazy. But anyway, let's stop stalling at this point and invite some people to the guild, huh? Why the frogs are defending the batteries onto Quattle? Because they are Hylek. Sorry, team, but I missed the stream just for your pinned YouTube comment. By the way, love your series. And yeah, T is the best. You know what? Based. I mean, I'm going to invite everyone, but I will rate people's comments. Okay, well, that's what we're going to do here. Easy invite. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Last in line 2 days. Surely they're in. And yeah, there we go. Boom. I will now cleanse this message because otherwise I only have a limit of 10. It's actually a real pain in the ass. And you know what? You know what's actually troll about this account? People trolled me really hard, right? Because I said that I would never accept any items, right? And that's exactly what's going on here, right? That's exactly what's happening. So people sent me stuff that I can never accept it, and I can't delete it either, right? So people bought me stuff on the gem store on this account, and yeah, I'm true to my word. I have never accepted this, not even the maid outfit, guys, okay? Look, yeah, that's tempting, you know what I'm saying? So I actually have very limited mail slots, and I really meant what I said, by the way. People sent me some, like, very, you know, some kind of sweet messages, right? Like, and I really treasure these, right? Like, I'll make a confession here, like, because I can't keep them all infinitely, and this happens on my main as well. I just screen cap them, like, and I just save them. A little box of treasures there. But anyway, let's actually finally stop stalling and get through this. I do have to press the delete button. Doesn't feel good. But anyway, very kind words here from Matthew Scorch Spirit. Okay, here we go. I'm just being bribed here as well. 69 copper, returning it to sender. Get the hell out of here. But you will be invited to the guild. We actually have one more as well. Hey there. I blasted through all of your Zero to Hero YouTube videos in the last few days while I was preparing for my obsidian armor. And now my new favorite word is unhinged. You use it countless times, and I heard you saying it even in my dreams. Can't wait for the next episodes catching you live on stream. It was an insanely great series, thank you so much. Maybe if there's still space in your guild, I can come and touch again with raids in your community. It's been ages since my last raid. Paul. well, you know, I'm glad you like the word unhinged. I'm also a big fan as well. Well, if you're lingering around the channel, then believe me, you're going to be hearing more of it. So yeah, there we go. Boom. Get him in there. Easy invite. Well, there you go. That didn't take very long, did it? You know, I think it's because I actually did go through a lot of those on stream. I was thinking that maybe there would be a couple backed up there, but actually, in fact, not the case. I guess I did go through quite a lot of them, actually, kind of during that time period, actually, of when we were doing that. But anyway, there you go. There you have it. I hope that actually kind of explains what's going on with the Zero to Hero. We're back on the grind right now, and believe me, I will be seeing you very, very, very soon. We've got a little bit of catching up to do as well. Actually need to play through Secrets of the Obscure, and stay tuned. We've got a whole new meta train to talk about, like some new farming stuff, obviously, a couple of new goals, and plenty of content to come with our brand new, sustainable, homegrown, organic Zero to Hero. So I think that's going to just about wrap things up. Really hope you enjoyed listening to this. Hope you found it interesting, or a little insight into what's going on in Studio Teapot, I suppose. And of course, get ready for more. Thanks for watching, everyone. Follow, subscribe, leave your comments, leave your questions, like the video, watch all the other videos, go back and watch the other Zero to Hero videos. I mean, you're like, we all know the drill at this point, don't we? Thanks, gamers. I'm going to see you next time.